So I found this little graveyard in the middle of almost nowhere, and I'm not really interested in this part here, as you can see. However, up behind me is this hill, and up on the hill is a bunch more graves, and I think it goes way around. And so I want to really see how old these are, and if they're old Civil War or 1800s. It appears that it's going to be incredibly old. So I want to get up there and around this hill and see what exactly is on the other side. I have to be really quick. As you can see, it looks like it's about to erupt into a storm at any moment. But I think I have at least another half an hour before anything happens. Thankfully, I checked before I left, and I kind of measured out this kind of corridor in between the oncoming storm fronts, and it led me all the way up this way. So I haven't encountered any rain yet except on the way here, and it's been really nice. And other than the mosquitoes, I've actually had a really great day of traveling. You can see right here as we get to the top of this hill, coming up from where I parked, there's actually more graves, and this is one of the least populated places that I've actually ever gone in terms of cemeteries, except for the one place on the side of the highway that I stopped at. And that was obviously just a small family graveyard and not a place that was open to the public. But as we get up here, you can see over here is a few graves almost in the brush. It doesn't seem like they get up here quite as much, but it looks like there's a decent amount of care going on here. This is really, really cool, and definitely appears to be from the 1800s, especially some of these graves on the sides here. Yeah, and this is, as you can see right here, August 11th of 1882, and a beautiful granite structure, and very, very tall. And next to it here, kind of hidden in the brush, is a gigantic, really thin headstone that I've seen many times before. However, these are in excellent condition, especially for being where they are. I've never seen stones in places like this last so long and do so well. And even the inscriptions on them, even though they're really, really light and seem to be very shallowly engraved, are still standing the test of time and are really easy to read. And that really surprises me based upon the weather in this area. A lot of these, again, are kind of covered up, and I think if I continue on up this hill here, there should be even another section. So let's check out these few over here, and then we'll head back that way. Wow. You can see a really small one back here. And I believe this is actually connected with the stone next to it, and appears to say father or mother. Wow. Again, the same thing here. Looks like main family stone here in the middle, and then father and mother on either side of it. And that appears to be everything from this area. So let's go ahead and walk up to the next section on the top of the hill here and then try and find that other hidden section. Actually, I just walked by these here, which seem to be in the worst condition of any of the stones here. These two are completely illegible, but it still doesn't cease to surprise me just how great this place looks. And I'm seeing even a few flags up here, like we might be running into some veterans' graves. Definitely a veteran. We can see the GAR marker right there, and even an updated marker, and you can see right here that they were a veteran of the Civil War. And as I've said previously, it's kind of confusing sometimes which war they would have served in based upon these types of headstones right here, because as you can see, there's no listing of the war on here, so it could have actually been Civil War, Mexican American, Spanish American, several different wars. I'm surprised for being so old. The level of decorations here, you can see there's a decent amount of people getting up here. However, it's still confusing me a bit that since there are so many people up here, it does look like there's a lot of different little tiny places that need to be improved upon. The clouds are really starting to look like a storm is about to unleash. Okay, and here's another veteran of the Civil War with this same updated stone here, which is, like I said, pretty different for each area that you go to. Everybody seems to find their own way to restore them or to put some sort of updated marker, and I find it kind of interesting how each place does it. These are a little bit newer here. So it does appear that this place may still be getting a little bit of use, although I'm not sure if any section except for the bottom of the hill is open for burials. Not sure what that was. But since it made me look over that way, I've noticed in the grass here several stones which could be headstones, but I'm not quite sure. If they are, they're way too worn away to actually tell the difference between that and just a large stone that would have been sitting in the area. I think I'm gonna have to pull out my phone because the area behind me is actually where on the maps, from what I can remember, the additional graves are listed, and it's very, very thick, so I want to make sure I'm going the right way instead of just heading into these woods here and then getting turned around or going way too far in the wrong direction. Before I venture in there, I did find this. This is incredible. I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like people are still coming to visit, but behind it, you can see it is a infant, but they actually wrote on it with marker. And the surprising thing is that it appears to have lasted, or the only other alternative is that somebody has continued to come up here and rewrite that message, or maybe even change the message from time to time over the years, which is amazing. Here is another one that's illegible and too decayed to really tell who it would have been. But this is a really neat area here. I can't even believe I missed that. There was a stone here, and then right here, which you can barely tell, but if you look, you see a little circle here, and a little circle here is a large vault. I almost walked right over the top of it. not even realizing what it was. And we're right at the edge of the hill here. You can see down below is where my car is. And again, a really old headstone, but in really good condition. But the granite markers tend to last a lot longer than any of the other types of stone used in places like this. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sneak out here real quick, and then we're gonna check the map and see if indeed there actually is another area that I've missed. I'm not sure how long I've got, or if it's gonna start raining, or maybe even if it just passed us over. So there is a decent chance that I've actually missed the worst of it, and we'll actually have plenty more time to film here. Alright, well, it looks like unfortunately I was wrong about that. I rechecked the map and there actually is no other graves other than what we just checked out, so I'll go ahead and end it right here. Make sure that you check out my Twitter. I'll put the link right up here on the screen, and join in on our daily conversation over there. Also, we have Instagram for all the really cool still shots from all these adventures on the road, and also make sure to give me a like over on Facebook. So thank you very much. Thanks to all the Patreon supporters. If you'd like to be part of the Patreon crowd and get your name into the credits here on 539 Productions, make sure you click on that link in the description below, or follow the link at the beginning of this video, and I will see you all in the next adventure. Bye, everybody.